Well, it's better than in Batman vs. Superman. Can't wait for the hate comments we get on that intro.
Yeah.
Right,
let's make it better. It's better than the Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Cut.
Hey guys, Venom fucking sucked. This movie sucks. Like, I know, like, I'm already seeing some bullshit, like, on Twitter of people defending this movie. This movie fucking sucks.
This isn't the worst thing I've seen, but
no, God, no.
Good. It's not good.
No, like, as far as, like, movies I've seen this month, it's not gonna be in the worst list. It's not even in the top 5 worst, but it's still bad. Like, it's still really bad.
Like, I was talking with Jasmine about this. She basically said, it's like, it's going to be bad. I was like, no, I know. It's like, no, they're saying early 2000 superhero movie bad. I was like, oh no.
And it is. To be clear, it is. I would say it's more like first Ghost Rider more than Catwoman.
Yeah.
And better acted than Ghost Rider. I will give him that much credit. But man, the writing and the CGI and the set pieces are just as bad.
Honestly, I thought the CG was fine. And some of the...
mostly in the climax.
Yeah.
The CGI was a goddamn mess.
I was fine with it overall, but there were some pretty ridiculous moments, like when he decided to freak out the guitarist. Oh,
yeah, that one got... I feel like that got an unintentional laugh for me, though.
Yeah.
Because I laughed at the part I don't feel like I was supposed to laugh at.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So, okay. I know I'm going to get a lot of people like, well, why didn't you like this movie? I know a lot of people like this movie. I had some people that said they loved it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to get why. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. I'm watching this movie, and I can see some parts where, like, okay, like me, like in a B early 2000s superhero kind of way, I can see myself kind of enjoying this on an off, like a day. Like, the same way I enjoyed the first, the Ghost Rider movies.
Yeah, because I will say this. The movie was surprisingly funny.
See, I didn't laugh very much. The comedy didn't really land for me very much. Like, there were some parts I liked, and the same parts most everyone else likes, which I guess is what makes it up for most of them, is... First off, I don't like Eddie Brock's character in this. Tom Hardy does a good job of acting him out, but I did not like the character.
He's just really bland.
It's just really bland. It's more like he's kind of a loser, even when he's not supposed to be a loser. And all his character flaws are outwardly, told to us, rather than shown. He has, like, a shot in the spine for, like, 5 minutes, like, saying he's this hot-shot journalist. He's supposed to be, like, one of the best ever. And then he does an incredibly stupid journalistic thing that I feel like no first-rate journalist would do, and then fucks everything up.
Yeah.
And then he moves too quickly for the kill when talking to a big-shot executive. Well,
to be fair, we've seen some fairly high-end journalistic stuff kind of fuck up with things like that, like Dan Rather messing up a report, that thing with the Rolling Stones erroneously publishing something like that.
I don't think this is taking inspiration from that.
I'm just saying... Wouldn't be the first time, but yeah, even then, it's just like...
He's supposed to be this big hotshot. He takes down corporations. He takes down big hotheads and all that stuff. They were told to this frequently through the movie.
Yeah, and you know what would have been better than...
And he just goes like, so you're building a rocket ship? What about that free circle stuff where you're killing people? How about that? And he got surprised and they go like, okay, cut the feed. We're getting this interview.
It's like, wouldn't it make more sense if you just like copied the data and gave it to your superior?
Yeah, or better, yeah, just like, hey, how can you explain this? Like stuff like that. Or honestly, any approach would be better than what I actually did.
Like, a part of me kind of gets it, like he was trying to protect his girlfriend and he failed miserably, and I love how she just instantly broke up with him.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. And then, okay, here's what I found really distracting about Tom Hardy's acting as Eddie Brock here. And, like, again, this isn't like, I have other characters besides this, so this is definitely a just bothers me kind of thing, but I could not get past the fact that he looked, sounded, and acted almost exactly like the stoner from Cabin in the Woods.
I need to watch that movie again, but I can kind of see what you mean.
Watch the movie again. He is doing the exact same accent, and it is so distracting. And he's acting exactly like a stoner would in this situation, which makes it all the funnier.
He's supposed to be acting like a drunk, not a stoner.
For me, he's acting like a stoner. But, oh my god.
So that's why he did that stupid thing, because he was high off his ass.
Yeah, when he's talking about things that got up his ass, and it's like some of the awful dialogue this movie has.
Yeah.
So I say something like, I was like, this would be great in Cabin in the Woods, where I feel like that would fit.
Yeah.
Because that is the opening line of a cop will never pull a guy with a bond in his car because they fear this man. That's like the opening line in Cabin in the Woods. So it's like, I can kind of see this same Eddie Brock character kind of saying something equally stupid.
Yeah.
In fact, he kind of does. But Tom Hardy does fine in the role, to give credit where credit's due, and the Venom voice is still great.
Yeah.
Even though the dialogue is kind of inconsistent.
Yeah, it is. It's a little weird. Like,
when we say, who the hell is this guy? And then he's saying out, he's enunciating everyone in the sentence, the next sentence. So it's kind of like, are you picking up the lingo or are you not? Because I'm kind of confused. How does this work exactly? In fact, I was asking myself that question a lot through the entire movie. Like, wait, so how come he can talk with a symbiote and like communicate with her, but this random lady he possesses can't?
she wasn't a good enough host?
I guess?
Because it looked like she was dead by the time he left.
So, like, can he just reanimate people then? Or are they dead before they get there? I don't really know.
It depends on the host, basically. I mean, I got that part where it's like she just wasn't good enough.
I guess, but even then, like, even the homeless lady is able to talk and stuff. I don't know. Like, I was already not on board with this movie pretty fast, so that was not helping things.
Yeah. Also, it was kind of oddly weirdly paced.
Yeah.
Like, it took it took an hour to get to the point where what should have taken about half an hour.
Yeah, for Venom to actually show up. Which, like, I wouldn't be against that necessarily if I liked Eddie Brock as a character more. But again, like, I just didn't really see anything likable about him, but we're supposed to like him, though. Yeah. Like, it's not like in the comics where he is a loser, but that's kind of the point. And we'll get to the point of how this movie misses the entire point of the character of Venom to begin with. Yeah. Like, the entire point, which I knew this was gonna do.
Yeah. Yeah, the moment I was reading up, it's like, oh, it's gonna be one of these movies.
Yeah, where they like, what's the tagline from the movie? Where like there's enough heroes, and what does he do? He becomes the big hero at the very end, out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, that bugged me too. Where it's just like, I suddenly like this place.
Yeah, it's like, suddenly I'm gonna change my mind. We need to stop this big bad guy. Ooga booga, go.
Although I still want to eat people. It's like, make up your mind.
But just makes you wonder what was cut. And
a lot, apparently.
And even if they did, it like would have redeemed this movie. And like, you know this, like, I'm not buying anyone's bullshit on this. This is like when Peter Jackson said, like, yeah, The Hobbit had to be 3 movies. Like, this movie wanted to be an R. It was never supposed to be a PG-13. This got cut to shreds. You're not fooling anybody, Sony.
Yeah. Because I know, like, the director and Tom Hardy were not happy about that.
Well, the director, I was still like, I don't know if people think this is going to be gonna be an R. It was always supposed to be a PG-13.
Ah, bullshit.
Yeah, that's like, bullshit, dude. Like some people just put up this article like he made months ago. It's saying like, this is gonna be like the most violent superhero movie you've ever seen. It just goes, really now?
Yeah.
How did that go? So what are your thoughts?
Like I said, I had fun at times, but the movie's definitely a mess. I had a lot of issues that I had with Predator. The Predator, not Predator.
Go. Fuck off.
Sorry, The Predator, not Predator.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like kind of the sloppy editing, like there were a lot of times where you feel like it's disjointed. There were some weird timings of things, which is oddly paced. God, what else? You can tell like.
What's her name?
Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams is kind of there, and like they act like I got the vibe like Killer Croc from the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
I did something where they talk a big game of like she can fight ugly, she can do all this. What does she do? She turns a knob.
Well, she did also basically technically bring the symbiote back to Eddie at some point.
And this is like, okay, and this is we gotta go with the Batman vs Superman Venom comparisons on this, because this is something I feel like it's gonna get lots of translation a lot. Fan service does not make a good movie, people.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Well, like in the comics, Eddie Brock's wife dons a symbiote for a while, and she becomes She-Venom for a little while. That's what that was referencing to.
I figured as much.
Yeah, and there was a lot of references like that in the film. But I was kind of like, God, it's the same thing with Batman vs Superman. Just because you got the thing from the comic book in the movie doesn't make the movie good. Now, granted, I don't think it's why a lot of people like it. That's just a thing that I've noticed. That's just a trend that pisses me off to no end. Because there are a lot of references to the comics in the movie, like the stuff like the liver was a reference to like the hunger storyline and the sensational Spider-Man. And yeah, we'll get to the elephant in the room with Spider-Man, because I do want to talk about that, because we need to talk about it. Anyway, like,
I'd say I'm done making goofy faces, but I'm not.
there's like the astronaut. They throw out his name as Jameson in there for.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I caught that. I was like, oh, fuck you, movie. Like, really? You're just gonna throw out J. Jonah Jameson's son and like with a line? So that was bullshit. And
Was
then
he the one that survived?
yeah, he was the one that survived. It's like
Before dying.
before dying again. So it's like you just brought in that character just to kill him off.
Hey, just like a certain other photographer in Batman vs Superman.
Oh yeah. At least this one got a name before they cut it. And then of course you have all the other symbiotes that are from the comic scene in the movie, but like most of them die except for one or two if you count Venom too. Because I know like Screech is supposed to be in there, like because the original storyline for the Life Foundation storyline was like there was 6 of them. And Riot was like one of them. There's like, I don't remember all the names, but there's a bunch of them, long story short.
Yeah.
And they all kind of unique color schemes, unique personalities, unique power sets. This one is like, give one of them all the powers of Carnage and call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this movie, again, I read on Twitter, which was my first mistake when I was preparing to go see this movie. And the one I read was like, it's the same dumbass argument from people defending Batman vs Superman, which is like, well, it's made for the fans. So if you're a fan, you're gonna like it. But if you're not a fan, you're not gonna get it. I am a fan. This movie sucks. Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, what you meant is it's for casual fans who have a passing fancy.
Yeah.
The same way that casual fans enjoy the Wade Wilson cameo in X-Men Origins.
Oh yeah. Did anyone enjoy that?
To be fair, people like the Wade Wilson part. They just hated the Deadpool part.
Fair. Yeah, sorry. I got notifications. Hey, you go ahead.
Nah, just... Yeah, it's not a good movie. It's like I said, you might get some enjoyment out of some of the dialogue between Eddie and Venom.
Yeah, some of that stuff was cool. Like the stuff with the actual symbiote, when the symbiote's actually in the Venom form, it's kind of hard not to like that. I'll admit. Because it's kind of like, it's cool, like, okay, it's Venom being Venom in an actual movie for a change, not that Topher Grace shit. So, like, that's kind of cool to see. And the fight scene with the FBI was, like, the best scene in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Until... I'm sorry, I interrupted you before. Where you get?
It was kind of weird. It's like, yeah, why you help me? Yeah, this may come as a surprise, but I was a bit of a loser on my planet as well.
That's also a reference, too, to be fair. But again, it's made for the fans. I hate that excuse. That is such a bullshit excuse.
No, it was lip service for the fans, not made for the fans.
Yeah, and that's the fucking problem. Now, granted, I know not everyone who liked this movie feels that way. I don't want, like, if you liked it, good for you. But, like, I put this up with, like, Ghost Rider or, like, Daredevil, the movie, not the TV show. Or any, like, the one, like, this feels like it should have come out 10 years ago. You fucking hell. Can we talk about the third act?
Sure.
Alright, so we get like an hour of build-up to finally get to Venom. Like, okay, you know what? Not a big fan of the characters, but I respect the fact they decided to take their time with it. Okay, fine. Venom finally shows up. He has a couple of action sequences. He has a like motorcycle scene that has a couple cool scenes. Oh, like they cut tentacle nipples, which I was a little disappointed by. Just because
it's cold.
Turkey's done. And Venom shows up and he basically says like, "Hey, I'm in charge now. We're gonna eat people. Deal with it." That kind of thing. Eddie Brock's just kind of along for the ride. They go a lot back and forth. And those are probably the best exchanges in the movie. And then he loses symbiote for a while. And by the way, the biggest crime in this movie, and this might be in the cutscenes, is we do not get to see Symbi Rabbit or Symbi Dog.
Yeah, we kind of just vaguely see them, but nothing really.
I know, but I wanted like full, like sharp teeth, like something from The Mask, like style Venom Rabbit.
Now, also, I gotta say, this is the other thing that bugged me.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there are very few select hosts that actually really work well these things. Only one person really had that bad of a reaction.
Well, didn't kill the other ones?
There's like 2 people had like supposedly instantaneous reactions of death. The other one's like it was slow, but it's just like I don't know. You're really not selling how.
Yeah, like how this would be useful long term, really.
Yeah.
Did you catch that the first guy that dies is the same guy, the Russian guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Oh, so that's why you're making that joke.
Yeah, because I leave it and go like, it's the Baba Yaga. But he's kind of like, I don't get it. It's like, no, okay, it's that. Okay, if I have to explain it. Which, God, wouldn't be great? Would be horrible if if they ever brought this to the actual MCU. That character just has a horrifying end.
Oh, they had a lot of Marvel people in this. Because remember, I mentioned they had the guy who like helps Luke Cage.
Yeah. He does leave town in season 2.
I was like, wow, he went up really quickly.
Yeah, I guess you can do a lot when we move to New York. It's cheaper, probably, than New York.
But isn't that also the same thing? How like what's her face from Luke Cage was also in Civil War.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Mariah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mariah. But anyway, so we got the scene where obviously they're playing up Venom as like the bad guy. He's gonna run, he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants, kind of thing. And then he leaves for a while. And then Riot shows up, kind of out of nowhere. By the way, the villain, blander than bland. Like, holy crap! He monologues to a fucking 7-year-old who raises her hand and never even gets to ask her question. Did you notice that? He goes like, don't let them silence you. You cannot be silenced. People like us who listen and who speak up are the ones that change the world. Now, you had a question. Never mind. Fuck off. Go away. Yeah. I'm going to silence you, but don't be silenced. Fly, my child, but I go. My version would have been better. A little more self-awareness on this movie's part would have gone a long way, honestly. But anyway, Riot so Riot is now officially the villain. I guess this smarmy asshole just gets all control of it in like a matter of seconds or hours, as this movie tells us with Cord Eddie. Like, I guess it's the same for Eddie Brock too. To be fair,
that took him like
it took like a day, a couple days. But yeah, he like seems to get it down like in a matter of hours.
Like the stupid thing with General Zod in Man of Steel.
That one I kind of got, though, because at least he was a soldier, so it made sense that he can kind of adapt quicker.
But even then, it's just like, in like, what was like, just a few minutes, basically?
Like, that one I understand. That one is like one of those ones like, all right, it is kind of dumb, but I'm willing to go along with that one.
Yeah.
Because, again, military mind, especially a guy as Michael Shannon soldier, yeah, I can believe that motherfucker can power through some demons fast.
At the same time, he's so damn crazy, you'd expect the powers to go even more haywire.
Maybe they did. He was pretty erratic in that scene. I mean, it's opening line before that. It's like, where did you train? On a farm! Maybe just a little unstable, But anyway, I still... Say what you want, Man of Steel. I still love Michael Shannon in that movie.
They took away my people.
He was the most sympathetic character in that movie. That was a legitimately, like, good little monologue he had there, to be fair.
The way he delivered it was a little wacky, though.
But that's kind of what made it endearing, though. Like, and again, it's weird to defend Man of Steel, based on how much I shit on DC. But I will defend Michael Shannon in that film.
Yeah, I can still say he did the best job in that movie.
He did. He was. You can't deny he was passionate. But anyway, back to this movie. So, like I said, we got a couple cool fight scenes with Venom and all that stuff, and then Riot shows up, and then, of course, he gets the symbiote back. When he gets it back in the form of She-Venom, because I guess it goes to Michelle Williams for a little while. They got that, that was in the comic book checklist kind of thing going on. They make out, which is weird.
Yeah, I was just like...
Yeah, like I remember I wrote something on Twitter before the movie came out, and someone was saying like, dude, I thought Venom was awesome. That the sex scene to Michelle Williams and the symbiote will stick with me, and I just went, wait, the one with the who now? And I I thought he was joking.
Mostly.
Yeah. Maybe in the R version, maybe that is what fucking happens. It's gonna be on DeviantArt now.
Oh god.
It probably already is.
Oh god. Oh god.
There are tentacles involved.
Yeah.
it's inevitable. They get symbiote back, and as soon as the symbiote comes back, it was like, we must stop Riot. Wait, what? Why? I was like, I'm kind of a loser. I like this place now. I like you. We are going to fight bad guys. He's like, wait, what? When? Since when? What? Why?
Yeah.
And then with no build up, no suspense, no nothing, they just start fighting, and it's what I thought it was gonna be. It is a gigantic pile of splooge, and you can't tell what the hell is happening most of the time, especially when they go like symbiote to symbiote kind of thing. It's so chaotic, so messy.
Yes.
It's like if you took alphabet soup and you mixed it in with like what do you call those crappy cup of noodles?
Cup of noodles?
Well, no, the ones the college student diet.
Yeah, I mean, there's two. There's actually one called Cup of Noodles.
I know there's that one. What's the other one?
Maruchan?
No, it's a more popular one. It's like it has a million different flavors. They all taste kind of gross.
Those are the only two I can think of.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, it just looks like you took Spaghetti-O and mixed it in with like Pringles or something, and just so it's like I don't know. You get my point though.
Yeah.
As incoherent as I'm sounding, as incoherent as the scene was, and then the entire ending is in the trailer. Like I thought it was like when you said the ending was in the trailer, I thought it just meant like the turn the wind line, which is the ending of the movie pretty much. But the entire ending is played out in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know, this movie sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Here's why this movie fails as a Venom adaptation.
We also didn't talk about the credits scene.
Oh yeah, Cletus Cassidy woos Harrison. Not Harrison Ford.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. I'm totally down for Woody Harrelson
Just
as Carnage.
get him a better wig.
Yeah, that looked like some store bought.
Yeah.
Like we ran out of budget, money in the budget.
It's like, let's just take a clown wig.
Yeah, that's honestly what it looked like. I don't know. I'm down for that casting. Like the only reason I would want a sequel out of this would just be see Woody Harrelson go crazy.
Which you're gonna get.
Which, I mean, yeah, this movie's doing pretty good right now, so we're probably gonna get at least one more sequel out of this. I don't think Moreland's gonna do very well, though.
Who?
Moreland, the next dark Sony project. You don't know about that one? Dude, have you been keeping up with... oh my god, I'm the second person that's part of it. I had to break the past couple weeks. I had to tell Matt the same thing. Have you not heard about Sony's Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man? Let me ask you a question. Do you know who Jackpot is?
Wait, are you talking about Morbius?
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of a different Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is Moreland?
Moreland is another Spider-Man villain, but he's much more obscure.
No, I knew about Morbius for a long time.
Okay, have you heard of Jackpot?
No.
Well, she's getting a movie.
Okay.
Have you heard of Night Thrasher?
Actually, I think I have. Because that one actually... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of the...
He looks like a Spawn ripoff. And he appeared in a total of, I want to say, 3 Spider-Man issues?
No, wait, I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, he's getting his own movie. Silver Sable and Black Cat are both getting their individual movies.
Now, that one I knew about.
And what about, you ever heard of the Kraven Hunter one?
Yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a goddamn mess.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse without Spider-Man. Okay.
Into Spider-Verse.
Okay, on that note, I have to talk about this. So I know I've been mostly ranting through most of this, so I apologize if I've been blocking you out.
Nah, it's just not a great movie. There's not much to talk about. I'm a little tired anyway.
Well, clearly I have a bunch to talk about, so bear with me here. So we have to talk about the exclusion of Spider-Man in this. Because like this is something that was going back and forth and like internet forever, saying like you can't do an origin movie without Venom, without Spider-Man, and people saying like, well, he had his own comic book series for a while, so you can totally make Venom work without Spider-Man. It's like, that's true, but you can't do Venom's origin without Spider-Man, because the literal creation of the character was evil version of Spider-Man. And also everything that makes the character interesting and not just kind of a boring slog is from Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like I can see it's possible to make it work without him, but on the other hand, it's like there's something so, it's like you said, there's something so integral about it, and that whole idea of like that whole feeling of like rejection and that one that got away kind of weird mentality
like
that goes behind is like
well, Venom is, at his core, he is a spurned lover at the end of the day, which I know Venom gets oddly sexual.
Just saying, Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
She Venom.
Yeah. But no, like, that's always been the case. The case with Eddie Brock is the fact that it's not just revenge over what Peter Parker does to him over the course of his time in the comics. It's also the fact of Eddie Brock being secretly jealous of him for being the first choice and always being the first choice.
Yeah.
He is the rebound. And that's all about jealousy and rage and feeling used. There's an addiction and all these kind of different themes to it. And all of that is lost when you take him out of it. And maybe if they found another way to replace it, but they don't. They replace it with nothing.
Yeah, it's like there are still ways to get like the addiction and the anger in there.
There is,
and they just didn't do it.
They didn't bother, and it's like that's something like, okay, you did it. You made him look cool. You made him eat bite heads and all that stuff, but you missed the entire point. You missed everything that made him interesting to begin with. So again, it's like, so what's the point?
It's like there's so much they could have worked with, like the idea of like how he lost his stuff. You know, feeding that into his rage of how he hates.
Like, I mean,
was it Carlton Blake?
Yeah, like, you could have made that work, and I saw the seeds of, like, maybe they can make that work. Like, okay, he ruined his career. That's where the rage comes in. That's what attracts the symbiote. Because that's what attracts him to begin with. It's not like, ooh, you're such a good match for me. It's like, you hate this guy, I hate this guy. Let's go kill him. That is his whole deal. Venom the symbiote is actively using it, and Eddie Brock is fully aware of it, but he's too addicted to want to stop it.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting part of the dynamic.
Yeah. The most addiction he got was food.
Yeah, which led to some funny moments, but it's like
chocolates and tater tots.
That's another reference. In the comic books, Venom loves chocolate. That's a thing. But again, so by doing that, you're kind of just you're taking the best part of the character and you're replacing it with nothing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what pissed me off more than anything else, and that's why I hate people that say, like, it's for the fans. Like, no, it's not. Like, if anything, like,
it's
a lot of
fan service.
It's like, if anything, this stuff in this movie just shows, like, outer contempt for the source material, to be quite honest. Just in the way they kill off so many stuff, like Venom supporting villains and all that kind of stuff. It's something you really could have had fun with, like, how cool would have been like a 6-on-1 like Venom symbiote fight. All like different color schemes, different power sets, all these cool things going in there, so you can actually see what's happening.
Yeah. Like
the best fights in movies with the FBI, and that's because you can see what's happening.
And that's in a room full of smoke.
Yeah, and it's well shot, and it's the way he moves is really cool. It's like, imagine, like, and the Venom, the symbiote fight at the end should have been really cool, but it just turns into it turns into like mixing two shampoos into one and shaking it up really fast. That's a much better analogy than what I came up with originally. So, yeah, like, if you like it, okay, fine. Honestly, tell me why, because I'm honestly kind of curious. Like, what did you see in this that I didn't? Because the more I'm talking about, the more pissed off I'm becoming, so. That's the last major point I wanted to make. Do you have anything else?
No, not really.
Alright, so.
Oh, after credits.
Yes, sorry, I just got another Twitter thing. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So the very, very end of the credits, it is a shameless plug for Into the Spider-Verse movie. But it's a really good plug. Like, it's about as shameless as, like, was it Amazing Spider-Man 2 did? Where, like, they promoted, like, use Shazam to get this hidden stuff for the movie or something like that. Whatever that was, or there's some other example where they just plugged it entirely.
Where I think it had like one of those movies had like the X-Men Days of Future Past thing playing.
Oh yeah, was that the one that did it?
It was some movie that did it. I can't.
It was like some Fox or Sony
No,
thing.
it wasn't even Fox. It was like because it was like one of the mainline Marvel movies, I think, or like it was something not related to Fox. That's what kind of threw me off.
I know Marvel did the Avengers teaser way back when, but that at least kind of justified the building that for like 10 years up to that point. But yeah, no, like that made like that in the trailer we got for it. Like, okay, I'm on board. I'm okay with this movie now because I know I have my trepidations, I have my concerns, and I still don't trust Sony not to fuck it up. But the like 3 to 5 minutes they showed, better than anything I saw in the movie.
There's a kid dressed. Yeah, there's a kid dressed as Spider-Man dragging a homeless corpse
on a train attached to a train.
And he just poor Peter.
Yeah, so like that alone, like okay. Brilliant. Love it.
When they're just like after everything's said and done, they're just like on the ground. Excuse me, can you walk around? No? Okay, thanks New York.
Like right off the bat, better writing, better visuals, better animation. Like it's so much better. Like I'm already so much more invested in this than anything I just watched. So now I'm really excited for Into the Spider-Verse. If I got one thing out of this, I'm officially sold. So, and I'll probably make a rebuttal, like a reprisal video, because I'll just say like, okay, you have your shot, Sony. Not that you care at all what I think.
Still right about Venom though.
Because I still gave you $40 today, so you don't give a fucking shit if I liked it or not. But anyway, that could transition to trailers. So let me go.
Also one last thing. 3D was totally worthless.
Yeah, don't waste your money. And they fucking strategically planned this shit too. Oh, you want the convenient time? Well, it's an IMAX 3D.
Dicks.
Yeah. First one I got was Creed 2.
Excited for that, mostly.
Yeah, like I'm a little concerned about it. Mostly because it does feel like it's taking like
rehashes.
I wouldn't say. Well, I mean, I guess kind of too, but so did the first Creed to a certain extent. But that was kind of the point. It kind of did like an homage to the classic Rocky formula, but it still made its own. That was kind of the whole point.
Right.
This one, I'm kind of like, if you want to homage any of the Rocky movies, you want to pick 4?
To be fair, the whole thing with how that resulted in the death of his father, I can see why.
No, but I'm kind of like, guys, do we need a reminder of the robot?
Happy birthday, Molly.
Or it's like, no, Rocky, it's worked out great for you. You convinced all of Soviet Russia to change. So, like, is it going to acknowledge that the goofiness of that movie, or is it going to cherry pick? I'm probably going to cherry pick.
Yeah.
That being said, I would love it if they walked into, like, Rocky's house and the robot was just in the corner collecting dust. Why don't you love me, father? He's the real boxer at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum.
It looks like fucking what's the name of the Nintendo robot?
Rob.
Rob, yeah. All these intense scenes of Michael B. Jordan, you just have the robot like punching a punching bag. Rob's training sequence. I kind of want that movie now.
Instead of Rocky, it's Robbie.
Robbie. Eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
Rising up to the challenge of our rivals.
The stairs.
Hit the ultimate rival.
Be like one of the Daleks from Doctor Who, where he's like, never follows the stairs. Wait, he slowly levitates. Oh no! That happens in that show, actually.
Evolved.
Yeah, and then we got the newer trailer from Bumblebee, which I just released a big long video about, but that one's also sold me on that movie. Mostly, and I noticed something I didn't notice before, which I'm kind of surprised I combed over that initial trailer, is the fact that the original transforming sounds are in the movie. And I came just a little bit when I heard it.
Yeah, you're just like,
oh, that's good.
It's like, I think I peed a little.
Yeah, like, I was excited. It's like, so yeah, I think Bumblebee's gonna be good. I'm still a little worried about trying to escape the shadow of Michael Bay, even though I know he had nothing to do with the making of this movie, but it's still his universe. And like it or not, it still has to work with the rules that's been already pre-established. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they circumvent that. Let me get Into the Spider-Verse, we kind of already talked about. Who voices Spider-Ham?
John Mulaney.
Okay, I recognize that name. Where has he done?
He was in God, what's the animated show on Netflix? Big Mouth. He's the comedian.
I haven't seen that. I haven't watched Big Mouth.
He's the comedian. He's the one that talked about how he and his buddy basically drove a bunch of people insane because they played What's New Pussycat over and over again in a diner.
I just said I haven't seen the show.
No, this is something completely different.
Oh, the comedian with Robert De Niro.
Sure. Was he in that?
No, but I thought you were talking about that movie.
No, he's an actual stand-up comedian.
Oh, okay. I got really confused.
Let me just pull up a picture.
Okay.
John Mulaney. This guy.
Okay, I know I've seen him and stuff. I don't remember what from.
He had his own crappy TV show. Yeah, there's no way you would have seen that. All right, Martin Short was in that.
I guess maybe I haven't seen anything. I don't know.
Yeah, just look up John Mulaney, What's New Pussycat.
Got it. Okay.
It's like the best day ever, something like that.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. But either way, like whoever did, like that voiceover was like, okay, you can make Spider-Ham work.
Yeah.
If you just play with just overt self-awareness.
Yeah. Do animals talk in this universe?
Because I don't want to freak him out. It's like, damn it, I'm sold. And we'll see how Nicolas Cage does.
Yeah. And also the whole Penny Parker thing.
Penny Parker?
That's the anime one.
Oh, that's who that was. That's like a Spider-Man so obscure, even I don't know about that one.
I had to look it up.
Yeah. I would love it if Moreland showed up in one of these. Moreland, do you know who Moreland is?
I don't think so.
He is like, I would be surprised if he did. He's a super obscure. Did you read? Are you familiar with the Spider-Verse storyline that happened not too long ago? It's basically like kind of what spawned the idea for this movie. Is like all the Spider-Mans from all the different dimensions team up to fight this big bad family. He was that villain.
Yeah, let me look up because, like I said, I know Morbius. I just don't know who Moreland is.
He's a more recent one. He came out like in the early 2000s.
That's probably why I don't know.
It's Moreland with a U.
Damn it. Looks like Vandal Savage.
A little bit, yeah. Basically, he's the only one that's actually managed to kill Spider-Man in the past. And who Spider-Man's never actually be able to beat in a straight-on fight.
Okay.
So, like, that'd be a good try-over episode. That'd be a good tie-over movie. Get all the Spider-Mans for all the different universes fight that villain. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But, like my initial concern with this movie was, like, it's gonna be overstuffed and there's gonna be too much going on. And I still have that concern, but it looks like the focus on where it should be. So it could work on that, and if the movie does well enough, they could just make a straightforward Miles Morales movie without any other Spider-Man in it.
Yeah.
Which I'd be okay with. And again, it's animated, so you can get away with a lot more. So I'm excited for that one now, officially. So then we got First Man, which looks good.
Yeah, but the guy who did La La Land and Whiplash.
So no matter what's going to be nominated for an Oscar. I just finally saw Whiplash, like, the other week.
I heard that one's really damn good.
You ever seen that one? It's fucking intense.
I know.
But it's in a strangely fascinating way. Like, J.K. Simmons is spellbinding.
Didn't he win the Oscar for that?
I'd be shocked if he didn't.
Yeah, he won Best Supporting Actor for that movie.
Good. He fucking deserved it. Like, I'm convinced now that man is an acting god. Because, like, go watch Whiplash. It's a great movie. Also, he's like, man, I respect the coaching, but I would hate that teacher.
Yep.
Then we got Glass, which we both talked about before.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Next trailer.
Aquaman.
Hesitant about it.
I have another video about this one. I'm not going to do my opinion hasn't changed, so I'm not going to do a reprisal on that one because the new trailer just came out.
Yeah, it's just like, it might be fun, but overall, it looks like empty calories.
Yeah. My big problem is the Surfer Bro Aquaman just not working for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. I spent like, why am I not excited for this? And I think it's really a big part of it. I don't think this version of Aquaman with Jason Momoa has a screen present to pull off his own movie.
Yeah.
Then we got Alita, which I've talked about before.
Wait and see. Probably not going to be great.
It should have been an animated movie.
Yeah.
It should have been an animated movie.
And it was a long, long time ago.
It should have stayed that. If you're gonna do like a readaptation, fine. You might get like American voice actors in there, fine. But the rest of it looks so cartoonish and so animated anyway. It's genuinely jarring when an actual person shows up.
Yeah, it's James Cameron. You know he wouldn't let that happen.
I mean, at least Avatar blended well enough.
Yeah.
And then Captain Marvel. Which this one has been drawing some mixed reactions from people.
It's just not a great teaser.
No, it's really not. And like people say like, "Oh, Alison Brie looks so bored." Like, well, to be fair, they're not really choosing the shots where she does anything, except punch an old lady, which is still great. Because that already became a meme really fast. Have you seen one of those?
No, but I just imagine they replaced the whole bit with Captain America punching out Hitler, replacing it with the old lady. And...
No, it's just pretty much the old lady smiling and says something like, I like DC over Marvel, and boom. Stuff like that. Yeah, but like Alison Brie is a fantastic actress. She really is. Like, if you like look up Short Term 12. Which is
I know
film.
she's a great actress.
And I still haven't seen the. I still haven't seen Room, not The Room.
We did see Kong Skull Island though.
To be fair, no, like outside of Samuel L. Jackson and like maybe John Goodman, everyone was kind of acting the same.
Oh, Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson was great though. Sam Jackson was giving that 110% when he did not need to.
I still just remember the hit.
Bitch, please!
I don't care what anyone thinks. That was legit funny.
Yeah. And that was the last trailer. So, yeah, final thoughts for Venom?
Maybe wait for the unrated cut, but even then, I wouldn't hold your breath.
If you liked it, fine. Good for you. If you liked it, I don't know how you got this far in the video, quite frankly. But... It's definitely one of those cases where like people are gonna say, well, it's for the fans, but like, yeah, but then fans are gonna complain. It's like, oh, but it's for the casual goers, and the casual goers don't like it. So like, so who is this for then? Kids. It's for kids. Kids who like the imagery, and who go to teenagers and buy Hot Topic.
Yeah, for a hard PG-13, that was not a hard PG-13.
A few heads got bitten off.
Just saying, wasn't Predators PG-13? Or was that R?
The new one?
Predators. I think
that Predators was R.
Which one was I thinking of? Because there are some movies I've seen that are PG-13 that were like way more violent than that.
I feel like there's one that came out recently that was.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, if you like it, fine. It's not for me. And I'd be curious to see why you guys liked it. But I'm probably not going to agree. I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. So, yeah, I think it's all we got. So, I still got to see Night School.
Why did I cover the door handle?
That's okay. Howard's been overdue for a movie.
It's like, oh god, oh god.
And then I know me and Laura are going to go see the Doctor Who season premiere at a movie theater.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be fun. And then I don't even know. Oh, A Star is Born. So we got to watch that one too.
The remake of the remake that's doing really damn well.
Yeah, apparently. And then
I love it, like fans of Star is Born just like trolling Venom by like reviewing it.
Like Lady Gaga fans.
And it's like, dude, you don't need to do that. The movie's actually gonna suck.
Yeah, and it's more like, I feel like you're arguing with the wrong audience. Because the kind of people that would go see Venom are not the ones you want to go see A Star is Born.
Yeah.
Although the woman next to me got really into it, so apparently there's something for this for everybody. So, yeah, I think that's all we got, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, and we also got prequel comics, too.
Not prequel, just stuff that's happened during the movie.
Oh, okay, so I guess I'm supposed to read along?
It's a brief summary of up to when... from when he meets Dr. Jenny Slate... up to She-Venom makeout.
Of all scenes end on. Alright, well, that's all we got. See you guys later.